Buenos dias, don't be rude, say it back. There is one lie that distinguishes you from the rest of your broke family. Let's go ahead and get into it. If you tell people your plans, tell people your secrets, tell people what you want to do, they're going to steal your ideas. This is usually heard by people who are not as ambitious as you are. This is usually advice given from people that have probably never done the things that you do. This is advice that is given from people that are always thinking that somebody is out to get them. There is such a difference between myself and so many of my family members because I have this openness to life where I know that anything that is for me is not going to miss me. Like I really, I'm delusional enough to believe that. The writer of Key People of Influence really drives this point home so beautifully because he talks about how the more value you actually give your community, Myron Golden calls it community service content, the more value that you give your community, the more wins that you're able to help them achieve, the more they're going to trust you, the more they're going to want to work with you, because the number one problem that we have is time. It's time and attention. It's not money, it's time and attention. And if your problem is serious enough, if your problem is getting in the way of the dream life that you aspire to live, the freedom, the peace that you want to experience, then you will come up with the money to pay for the solution. And so when you're telling people your ideas or giving people your secret sauce, in fact, all you're doing is giving them the chicken. They still have to figure out what seasonings you use. They still have to figure out how long do you leave it on the pan. They still have to figure out how to create the sauce that you smother it in. They still have to figure out how to plate the food and what accompaniments really go well with that chicken. Now, if all you're doing is giving them the chicken here, then you give el sazón over here, el sofrito over here, they still have to figure out how to put the meal together. And so when your family members come to you and say, stop giving away all of this value for free, stop telling people what it is that you do or how you do it or why they should, like you're giving away too much. Around here in the Beast Den, we believe in the power of reciprocity. I believe that when I put myself out there with the best intentions, when I put myself out there with a decisive attitude of I will attract my people, that is just the intention behind everything that I create. I am not sharing from this scarcity place of, oh my gosh, they're going to steal my ideas, because even if they take the idea, the execution is not going to be the same. Therefore, the impact will not be the same. You receive that idea, you receive that strategy for a reason. It's yours to run with. I want you to really consider this. How many tennis players and tennis coaches aren't there? How many tennis facilities aren't there? How many Mexican restaurants are within a 50-mile radius, 150-mile radius if you are in a really rural area, 150-mile radius of you? But yet every single one of them is so different. They all make tacos, they all serve you chips and salsa. But the sauce behind it, the way that they do it, the flair that they bring, it's so different that even if we both make chicken tacos, my chicken tacos are gonna taste totally different to your chicken tacos, okay? Do not be afraid to create content that brings massive value. Do not be afraid to share free information that will give people wins, because guess what, with every win, with every mindset shift that you create, what you're doing is you're strengthening the trust that you have with that person that doesn't even really know you yet. Every single time that they learn from you, every single time that they have a win that you help facilitate, they're saying that person knows what they're doing. I trust them. They already helped me get from A to A.5. They're probably the person that's going to help me get all the way to B. And once they're at B, oh, you know what? You're going to be the first person they think of when it comes to going from B to C. Gone are the days where we have to gatekeep everything or gatekeep at all. There's so much free information out there that no one actually needs to gatekeep, because nothing is a secret anymore, okay? Nothing is a secret anymore. Anyone can Google or Claude or ChatGPT how to do things. So why would I gatekeep? If you want to set yourself apart from everyone else in the industry, from everyone else in your industry, then you need to share more than they share. You need to show exactly how you do the thing that you do. And then, again, you start building that credential, you start building that trust, you start getting them to a place where they're like, that's my girl. Now, if this was helpful for you, you need to grab my 7 mistakes high achieving, highly successful women make that keeps them in the spiral when it comes to decision making under pressure. This is going to be so beneficial if you are someone that overthinks, if you are someone that really struggles to make decisions and make them from a place of confidence quickly. At this level, honey, all we see is back of the napkin deals. At this level, all we see is opportunities, and you have to be ready to take advantage of them. Go ahead and grab that freebie down below, and I will see you in next week's video.